Welcome to Blue Book video number 15 on string citations. In this video, I'm going to introduce you to string citations and show you how to properly order them in your citations. To list multiple authorities that support a single proposition, we use what is called a string citation. Each string citation must be separated by a semicolon. Let's look at an example. Notice here we cite to Reeves versus Raymond, followed by a semicolon, and then a citation to Ruppel versus Brooks, which is followed by a period. Here, Reeves and Ruppel both support a single proposition in the sentence, thus we place them in a string citation connected by a semicolon and followed by a period. Please use caution, however, when using string citations. Remember to be sensible. You can easily overuse and abuse string citations. Stringing more than 2 or 3 citations together after a sentence should only be used in rare circumstances. Now that we know what string citations are, you can apply the short citing rules within string citations. If one or more of the individual citations contained in your string citation has previously been full cited, you may use a short form within your string citation. Here is an example of 3 cases that are string cited, with one case being short cited. Notice the second citation to Edmund is the short citation form of that case. The reader would know Edmund has been full cited earlier in the paper, thus a short citation, even in a string citation, would still be proper. The main thing we need to keep in mind when short citing around string citations is that the use of id should be 100% clear to your reader. Id cannot be used in a citation immediately following a string cite because it would not be clear which case id refers to. Let's look at an example. Here we cite to Sickler and we use id in the second sentence to again refer to Sickler. However, then we add a semicolon and a string cite to Borden. The id here refers to Sickler, but we are also stating that Borden supports that proposition. Regarding the last sentence, there is just a cite to Borden, because Sickler does not support that proposition. This example is why you must remember when following a string citation like that in the second sentence to avoid the use of id, because it would create confusion to your reader. In this example, it would be unclear if the id referred to Sickler or whether it referred to Borden. So in the final sentence, instead of using id, a longer short form citation to Borden is proper and the clearest to your reader. Now that we've learned about using string citations and short form citing, we will discuss how to put them in order. The order of hierarchy is set forth in Rule 1.4, which starts with constitutions and then generally orders down to statutes, cases, and secondary authority. Let's begin by looking at specific order of authority examples within constitutions. Remember that federal constitutions go first, and then state constitutions follow and are listed alphabetically by state. Take a look at this example. This citation includes a string citation to 3 different constitutions: the U.S. Constitution, the Arkansas Constitution, and the South Dakota Constitution. The U.S. Constitution is cited first because it's a federal constitution, then the Arkansas Constitution, and then South Dakota's Constitution, because they are both state constitutions and are ordered alphabetically, making Arkansas second and South Dakota third. Let's turn to specific order of authority examples regarding cases. Federal cases precede state cases, like the Constitution example. Once you have determined whether the case is federal or state, apply these internal rules. With federal, order by rank, such as U.S. Supreme Court, Court of Appeals, and then district courts. With state, order them alphabetically by state, and then rank them within each state accordingly. The state case rule is best illustrated through an example. We have one case from Alabama, two from Indiana, and one from Mississippi. With state cases, they are first ordered alphabetically, so we would put Alabama, Indiana, and then Mississippi. Then, if you have more than one court rank in a state, like we have here in Indiana, then you order them in court rank within that state. So the proper order is Alabama Supreme Court, Indiana Supreme Court, Indiana Court of Appeals, and Mississippi Supreme Court. Finally, cases from the same court are listed in reverse chronological order, meaning the newest first. Here is a helpful tip. Treat all federal circuit courts as the same court, and all federal district courts as the same court as well. Look at this example. We have three cases that are all from the United States Courts of Appeals, cited in full. List them in reverse chronological order, starting with the newest first. So the newest of the three cases is OSU Student Alliance versus Ray, decided in 2012. Next, we have Leather Stocking Partnership versus CIR, decided in 2008. And finally, we have Wilson versus Beebe, decided in 1985. There is an order of authorities exception. The exception where you might go out of order occurs when there is authority that is considerably more helpful or authoritative than others. This is most common when you are writing a document where your jurisdictional sources are considerably more authoritative than other out-of-state authorities. For this next example, assume South Dakota law applies to your case. This sentence is followed by a string citation to three cases, one from South Dakota, one from Illinois, and one from North Carolina. Here, instead of following the order rule listing the states in alphabetical order, the Ruppel versus Brooks case is cited first because it's considerably more authoritative in South Dakota than the other out-of-state cases from Illinois and North Carolina. After citing to Ruppel versus Brooks, the alphabetical order rule would kick in and apply to Illinois and the North Carolina cases. This concludes Blue Book video number 15.